Hello there, this is BioShrog and welcome back to the Biozone. Today we're going to be talking about something that I don't really want to have to talk about and probably not going to be the greatest video, but I think we need to discuss it. Few things up front. Apologies for my poor memory. I have legitimate memory issues, so I won't be able to name all of the planets and characters involved, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't have a script for this, but I got some loose talking points that I want to touch on. And again, forgive me if this isn't the greatest video, but this is my first time making something like this. Want to start off with saying, firstly, this is about Andor Season 2, the first 3 episodes. They've just come out a few days ago. I've watched them. I've been thinking about this for a couple days now. And I decided I wanted to make a video on it and see where it takes me. So touched on my bad memory. That's one of my talking points. Thinking about it for a few days, another talking point. Let's also start off with the whole... We all know the Empire is bad, right? Like, if you don't know the Empire is bad, you've not paid attention to anything. So it's not surprising that this kind of stuff happens in the Empire. But I don't really think it needs to be a thing in Star Wars. Firstly, the whole thing about there being illegals and they're getting rounded up and whatnot. That's obviously pointing at our political climate right now in the real world. And I'm not going to touch on that too much, but I think that was an obvious political statement. It didn't need to be in the show. Take that as you will. Next thing I want to talk about is, again, the Empire's bad. We all know this. We all know this kind of stuff happens without it ever being talked about, but I don't think it needed to be talked about in the show. And that's the whole SA scene. I'm not saying the words because YouTube hates it, but we all know what I'm talking about. The SA scene. It was very uncomfortable. It didn't need to be in Star Wars. Star Wars is generally for younger people. And Andor is rated TV 14. It'd be different if it was like rated R. Wouldn't necessarily be okay with it, but it would make more sense if it was in a rated R show. Andor's TV 14. They don't need any SA stuff in TV 14 shows aimed, more at younger audiences. And I'm 30, and it still makes me uncomfortable. It doesn't belong in a TV 14 thing. I can't state that enough. And also, like I said, you can't talk about it on YouTube without it getting age restricted. So if you can't even talk about it on YouTube, why is it in a show aimed for younger audiences? It just doesn't seem right. And they just don't need to put that in Star Wars. It doesn't belong to Star Wars. It doesn't add anything to Star Wars. It's just an uncomfortable scene that doesn't need to be in something aimed at a younger audience. I know I keep saying this, but I'm hammering home the point. It does not belong in a younger audience show. It doesn't belong in Star Wars. And I really don't think they should have put it in the show. I think it takes away from it. And if they're already putting that in Season 2, what are they going to add in the next 3 episodes? The next 3 episodes after that? Like, I hope they turn around and don't do any more of this. Because it's wrong. I don't like it. And I think it's just political and it doesn't belong in Star Wars. So, those are my thoughts on it. I didn't want to have to talk about this, but I feel like it needs to be brought up by at least somebody. And let me know what your thoughts are down below, but please keep it PG, and if possible. And let me know your thoughts down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. May the Force be with you, and God bless.